this year, the Zap Film Festival 2010 is different from the previous two, because I think this previously we were showcasing student talent, student filmmakers from Zabist and from other universities, and we were basically showcasing what they have done. But this year we're making it as an excuse to start a dialogue and start a conversation about the future of cinema, about the future of at least apart from that, I mean not just cinema but broadcast television as well. We are initiating things this year like Cinefair, like Garage Studio, and master classes, which would be sort of like seminar slash workshops. So this year, what we're looking at is the festival will give back to the academic side of cinema, rather than showcasing what has come out of the program. So I think this year it's going to be different, and we hope that this is how it will continue, because that's how it's supposed to be. When I went to film school, it was clear to me that I would become a screenwriter and a director, because that's what I was doing before going to film school. I was doing that thing here. I was basically writing dramas, plays, comedy programs, and was acting in them. When I went there, so I assumed that I'll carry that natural flair that I have, and sadly it was not to be. I mean, I submitted my script and it was rejected. They said that this is absolute crap. This is not good. And I remember my teacher saying that it's maybe you should, in this term you should try doing camera work for a change. And that was it. I went to the camera department, never came back from there. So that was I remember having that meeting in which he just he said him saying that, and I was thinking, okay, what utter nonsense he's talking about. Me, a camera person? I can't be a camera person. And what, 7 years later, I cannot imagine being a filmmaker any other way. Long as I could remember, I like telling stories. My parents say that I just would love and pakudify anybody who would be not doing anything and say, here's the story that I have to pitch. So I love telling stories. Plus, I think as a child, I want to do everything. I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be an engineer, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I wanted to be everything. I think either I would have, and since I was not very good in academics, I would have wanted to be, had I been good in academics, I would have been an astronaut. But that's one way of becoming an astronaut, that you become a filmmaker, because you have to, you get to do everything hands-on. If you're a filmmaker, then you have to do everything hands-on. You have to, I think making film is more than just telling a story. The only way to tell a story is to relive that memory, is to relive that moment. And filmmaking is a complete experience. You live that thing. It's amazing that films that are interesting films, that are famous films, they're the great story that is about how these films are made and how they came about. They're just as interesting as the story that these films tell. It's about making a film on a camera that you feel comfortable with, and that's what you should be doing. Cameras don't tell stories, people do. Keep that in mind.